we're now going to go through some examples, fun stuff before us. Let's look at the first one. As always, you should pause the video, see if you can do it yourself, and then watch me do it. Also, have your CAS handy. We'll check each of our answers with our CAS. Okay, here we go. The first thing I would do here is I would change the notation. So I would use my root symbol. Now, because I've got a 2 in the denominator, that means it's going to be a square root. Then I've got a 16. And then the question is, where do I put this 5? And you've actually got two options here. So let me rewrite this. Let me rewrite it here. Now, you could put this 5 so that the whole thing is being raised to the 5, or you could put it here. It doesn't matter where you put it, but there's like a more common sense way to do this question. It makes more sense to do it this way, because this way is asking you, what's the square root of 16? Well, the square root of 16 is 4, because 4 times 4 is 16. And then you're raising 4 to 5. What's 4 raised to the 5? It's 1, 0, 2, 4. If you do it this way, you can, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know what 16 raised to the 5 is. Let's just quickly check. What is 16 raised to the 5? It is, whoa, I don't even want to write that down, but I'm going to do it. So this is going to be equal to the square root of 1048,576. Okay, cool. If I now square root that, my answer will be that. So what's the more common sense way to do this? Like this. Let me write this in. Common sense. So both of them work, like both of them give you the same answer, but obviously one is more commonsensical way to do it, because, you know, once you're getting to 16 to the power of 5, not many people know off the top of their head what that is. Okay. Now, let's just go through the common sense way of doing this on your calculator. You could just go 16 and then go 16 raised to, and then go 5 on 2. Or if you wanted to, you could come here. Whoopsie daisy. You have to go here and then there. And then you could put, now you could write it in like this. You could go 2, 16 on 5. And get your answer. So it's just important that you know how to put stuff into your CAS to get what you need. All right, let's move on to the next one here. Pause the video, see if you can do it yourself. Okay, the first thing I would do is I would rewrite this. So it's going to be, now what is it going to be? It's going to be 49. There's the root. 2 is on the denominator, so 2 is there. Then I'm going to put a 3 here. You can see it makes more sense to put the 3 on the outside, because I don't want to do 49 cubed, because that's crazy. Now, what is 49 squared? Well, 49, what times itself will give you 49? That's 7. And then what is 7 raised to the 3rd power? So what's 7 raised to 3? It is 343. And that's going to be our answer for that one. All right, let's keep on moving now. This one right here, pause the video so if you can do it yourself. Okay, so this is saying, what is the cube root of 64? And then you're going to square it. Again, put the square on the outside. Don't put the square over the 64. That's kind of crazy. Also, just take note that this 3 is the thing that's telling you what the nth root is, when this 2 is what the whole thing is being squared by. Okay, what is the cube root of 64? What's the cube root of 64? Well, the cube root of 64 is 4. And then 4 squared is 16. And that's going to be my answer. Now, if you wanted to, we can, and I always like doing this, to think about questions in different ways. So let's think about this in a different way. We could also think of this as, all right, 64, 1/3, 2. And then you know that 64, 1/3 is the same thing as the cube root of 64. So you know it's going to be 4. Then you could do the 2, and then you could get 16. It's really important that you just know different ways of thinking about this and being able to manipulate it in your head, and also how to put it into your CAS as well. So if I was over here, could you put it in as 364, and then the whole thing could be squared, or I could square this. Would you look at that? I get the same answer. So I could put the 2 there, or if I bring it down, get rid of the 2, I'd have to put brackets around this whole thing, and then square it. 64. Both of those ways work. All right, hopefully you found this helpful and you're getting a good grasp of all the complexities of these things. All right, I'll see you in the next one.